Home of the Balance Druid here. In this video, we will be learning about the talents of the Balance Druid spec. The first talent we'll be looking at is Feline Swiftness. It's a passive talent that increases your movement speed by 15%. Next is Displace a Beast. This ability teleports the druid 20 yards forward and has a 20-second cooldown. Wild Charge is an ability that only has a 15-second cooldown. When used, it bounces the druid backwards 15 to 20 yards. It's hard to pick a favorite, they all have their advantages. I personally shuffle between Feline Swiftness and Displace a Beast, depending on what boss fight we're doing. Scenario Ward is a nice little heal over time that you can apply to yourself or your target. Renewal heals you for a significant amount, has a 2-minute cooldown, and is very similar to a health potion or a health stone. Ysera's Gift heals you or a nearby ally for 4% of your maximum health every 5 seconds. Ysera's Gift is a pretty nice passive talent, while Renewal can be really useful in many situations while raiding. Fairy Swarm decreases the target's movement speed by 50% and has no cooldown. Mass Entanglement roots all targets within 8 yards of your main target. Typhoon knocks back all targets in front of you and interrupts interruptible spells. Typhoon is a great pick here. If used correctly, it can save a tank from multiple hits from adds. Fairy Swarm is also a good pick because it can help a tank by slowing down the targets he's kiting. Force of Nature doesn't have great value in PvE at the moment, however in PvP, every time you pop a trend, it roots the current target. Incarnation is by far the most used spell. It has a 3-minute cooldown and increases the Balance Druid's damage by 15% for 30 seconds. Soul of the Forest increases the damage buff provided by Empowerment buff by 15%. For an in-depth understanding of how Soul of the Forest works, visit the Balance Druid Talents tab at homeofthebalancedruid.wordpress.com. On fights where we don't have to move a lot, I usually pick Soul of the Forest. However, Incarnation is much easier to use in terms of planning your DPS. Incapacitating Roar incapacitates all targets within 10 yards of the Balance Druid. Ursol Vortex. The Vortex will slow down all targets that enter its area of effect by 50%. In addition, the first time a foe moves out of the area, it will be sucked back in. Mighty Bash requires the Balance Druid to be in melee range. It stuns the target for 5 seconds. Ursol Vortex is the best pick here, simply because all others require you to be in melee range of your target. Nature's Vigil is a 30-second buff that converts damage done into healing. 40% of the damage done will become healing to a nearby ally. Dream of Scenarios is the weakest peak in this talent tier. Heart of the Wild is no longer as strong as it used to be. You cannot tank and you can't heal as effectively as you could before. However, it's still a good pick for situations where an extra healer would be needed. In this talent tier, Nature's Vigil have become my favorite simply because I just use 1 second popping it and then I can continue DPSing as I would normally. Without Euphoria, Balance Druid would not have been a viable spec at the beginning of WoD. Euphoria decreases the full Eclipse cycle from 40 seconds to 20 seconds. In addition, it decreases the cast time of spells casted while under the effect of solar and lunar empowerment by 20%. Stellar Flare is an additional dot that has a 1.33 seconds cast time, and its damage output is very poor. Balance of Power is an interesting talent. Starfire casted extends the duration of Moonfire by 6 seconds, and Wrath casted extends the duration of Sunfire by 4 seconds. Thanks for watching, however I recommend that you visit our website homeofthebalancedruid.wordpress.com for an in-depth understanding of every single talent available for the Balance Druid spec.